This video is property of MBKP International LLC. It's just a troubleshooting video on a few things on this electric paper cutter we got here. This would be for the ec17 or the ec19. If you're having problems with your, like on this here, it moves this forward and backward. If it won't move, then there's a couple things it can be. First, you want to check to make sure this belt is on. There's a belt right here, and it goes right. If this belt breaks or if it's really loose, that could be your problem. It does come with an extra belt, so that's one thing you can check to make sure the belt is on there. The other possibility could be loose wires. You want to make sure all the wires plugged in here good, and these two especially are plugged in good there. On this whole green thing, part of this green thing comes out with all these wires in it. You'll need to pull these wires out individually if you ever had to change this, but this whole thing will pop out. And again, this motor back here could be the other thing on it, the actual motor to it. And that motor's wire comes down through here, and it plugs in right here. That's the motor's wire. It plugs in right to here. But so if it doesn't move backwards or forward, it's either this motor. The other thing it could be is this driver box here, or you could have a loose connection. Also, another thing, possibility, there's a fuse in here. You just unscrew this in, and there's a fuse that comes out here. But if this fuse is blown, what will happen is the only thing it will come on is this green light. This will not come on or anything. If all that comes on when you turn it on is the green light and nothing else works, then it's probably this fuse right here on this board. Okay, but if all it's not working is just you're moving forward and back on this, if this thing doesn't move forward or back, then there's probably one of three things it can be. Either this controller box here, the actual motor itself, and it's behind this plate. It's kind of hard to see, but here's the front of the motor here where it hooks to. Or this belt could be broken. You want to check that, and you also just want to check all your wires, make sure they're all plugged in and snug. Okay, but on this here, if you have to change this is very easy. There's just a couple screws holding it down, a couple nuts. You take those off, and you just have to unplug this and unplug that, and then just plug it back in when you put the new one in. But let me show you something on this, how this comes out here. See how this whole thing comes out here. So you don't have to unplug these one at a time or unscrew them. It's just this whole thing comes out and then just plugs back in. The same thing with this one over here. Okay, and this video is property of MBKP International LLC.